Yeah, welcome back to Bobcat. We're down at the reloading bench. Going to be reloading some 22 250s with 55 grain soft point bullets and 34 grains of Varget powder. So we'll get at that. This is the powder. So let's get started. Already set the powder up, so we should be pretty close. I keep forgetting. Well, welcome back to Bobcat. We're down at the reloading bench today. Going to be reloading some 22 250s with 55 grain soft point bullets and 34 grains of Varget powder. So I've already got the powder set up, so we'll get things fired up here. .14 .22, so we're just a little over my target value, but we're still way below the max. Have to be careful loading these bullets that take a fair amount of powder. 34.3, because it takes a little while for the powder to drop, and I tend to get in too big a hurry and pull the case away before the powder's had enough time to drop. 34.04. And then you end up with a lot of powder on this board here. That was kind of high. I will do that again. .26. .3408. As you can see, we're getting a little bit of variation here. .3428. .3412. If I was working real close to the top limit, I'd be a little more careful on this powder weights. We're way below the max. 3410. But I have a habit of taking the case away before the powder's all dropped. 3404. So I have to be careful not to do that with these cases that are taking a fair amount of powder. 3402. And once you get used to loading smaller bullets, you come back to these big ones, or bigger ones, and you kind of forget that it's taking 3-4 times the amount of powder. 3418. And I tend to want to remove the case before the powder's fully dropped. And then I end up with a lot of it spilled here. That's a little high. I think we'll dump that one and do it again. $34.22. $34.16. $34.18. $34.26. Now this is mixed used brass. $34.14. So these, when I tear out the cases here, they're not the same. $34 even, so that was a fairly light one there, even though that's my spec was 34. Most of them have been running at least a tenth to, there's one of those ones I pulled it out too soon and I dumped a bunch of powder. So you can't pull the case out as soon as I did on that. $34.16. So I have powder here to clean up. That's what happens when you get in a hurry. Now that's too much powder. We'll do that one again. $34.22. So that's the last one of the 20. We're going to reload here. And so we'll shut down, clean up the powder I spilled, and come back and put bullets on top of these 20 cases. So thanks for being here. We'll be back in a few minutes. Well, we're back now ready to seed some bullets on these 22 250s. And again, we're seeding in these 55 grain soft point bullets. And they have a cannelure. So you seed them pretty close to that cannelure, and we'll measure the first few and make sure we're okay. So let's get started. I think the seeding die is set up pretty good, so but we'll check the first few here. And that looks pretty good. We'll check another one and decide whether we need to tweak it just a little. I think we're pretty good. Usually that brings the case right up into the cantilever, and seems like that's about where we're at. I will check one more. And you don't expand these cases, so the bullets have to slide in. Let me open that up just a hair. And these bullets are a little slippery. Okay, we'll check this one here. Yeah, I think we're good. We can put that away. I get them slid into the case holder better. So these should make some nice shooting bullets. Probably in the vicinity of 3,400 feet per second rounds. I didn't set these up as hot as what the book says you can. But we'll take some of these, we'll run a few of them over the chronograph, and then we'll, there, I had a bullet come out of there. See if we can get him in there. And we'll probably shoot some groups with these and see what kind of a group we can get. These would be also great for taking care of varmints, groundhog, and the like. There, I just put one on the floor. Okay, and I put a couple extra in the pan here just in case I dropped one. So I've been known to do that with my fat fingers. There's another one, doesn't want to sit on there very good. Yeah, if you get the bullet up into the die, the die straightens it out and seats it. You just got to get it reasonably straight going into the die. There, almost put that one on the ground too. Okay, and we're on the last one here. Okay, so we have one. I actually put 2 extra bullets in there in case I dropped them. So now we'll take out the seating die and put in the crimping die. And and that should go pretty fast. And we'll end up with 20 pretty nice rounds here. And when I was working with the Varget powder, I noticed that I'm kind of low on that. I may have to get to the gun store again and pick some up. I don't shoot that many higher caliber bullets. Of course, these are low caliber, but with a lot of powder. So they'll be moving on. And if that groundhog down where I shoot happens to stick his head out, these would take care of him. But generally, when I'm down there, he doesn't stick his head out. So these will mostly be just for fun shooting, target shooting, and shooting some groups. Okay, so there we have 20, 22 250s, 55 grain soft point bullets, and 34 grains or thereabouts of Varget, a little more than 34. So they should be nice bullets, and we'll again shoot some through the chronograph, and we'll probably shoot some groups. So anyhow, thanks for hanging here with me while I loaded these up. Always fun loading rounds and getting them ready, and even more fun when you get down where you can shoot them. So anyhow, thanks again, everybody. Take care.